How's it going, old schoolers? You're kicking it old school with Russell J.S., and I am your host, Russell J.S. I want to start this video off with Happy 4th of July. Tonight, I want to go ahead and I'm going to do a album versus album, track by track. And I can't believe that these two great soundtrack albums are actually old school. But before we get into the video, I want to remind you to if you like the video, hit a like, subscribe, leave comments down in the box below. And a huge shout out to Super Bros. I love those pictures you sent to me in my email of your Star Explorer pinball machine. It's looking really good, man. Keep it up. I'm really rather envious of you. I hope someday I could go ahead and, have the money to get my Star Explorer pinball going. Get it, restoed the way I want it. I mean, unfortunately, I don't have that talent like you have. You did a really awesome job with it. And in the comments box, leave me some kind of advice. Let me know what I'm looking to spend so I know what to, I could write down on a list and figure out, prices and everything. But anyway, this album versus album, track by track, we are going to go. Oh, I love these albums. I mean, both albums got a lot of my favorite bands on them. But, even, only one is gonna... Wait, I'm gonna plug my phone in because this is how I make my videos. So, hold on a sec. Let me just plug my phone in. I got 20% battery life on my phone right now. Oh, where'd my USB cord go? Oh, there it is. Hold on a sec right here. There you go. All right, there we are. So the two awesome soundtrack albums I'm going to showcase: Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey versus The Last Action Hero soundtrack. Now, both movies were really good. Last Action Hero, that's Arnold, kind of spoofing himself as the action hero type. And it had been it had been 2 years since Terminator 2 had come out. The summer of '93. So, it was about time he did another project, and we were waiting for the next big project Arnold was going to do for us. And I remember the tagline. It went from "Hasta la vista, baby" to "Big mistake." Here, I'll do this, like 80s style. There we go. I used to own a Pontiac Firebird, hence the reason I've had this hat for 10 years. I only got to wear it a couple times, and then my Firebird pooped out on me. So then I had to go ahead and I got Mustang Sally at the time. But at any rate, I also wanted to say, looks like we got a month and a half to go until we go on our mystery ride. I'm really excited about it. I can't wait. And like I said, I don't even know where I'm going to take you on this first mystery ride. But we're gonna load up the Equinox and we're gonna travel those highways, see where the highways take us. But at any rate, let's rate these bad Oscars, shall we? All right, track by track. Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey soundtrack versus Last Action Hero. And here we go right here. Shout It Out by Slaughter, not to be mistaken for Kiss's Shout It Out, versus Big Gun by AC/DC. Shout It Out was not a bad tune. I mean, it was an accompanying video when you got Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey on video cassette on VHS at the time. And it really did introduce Slaughter, even though the Stick It To You album came out a year prior. But Big Gun, that was one of AC/DC's biggest hits since The Razor's Edge. And I just, I love both songs, but I think I like Big Gun better. So 1 point Last Action Hero. This band I'm not a big fan of, but this is the only song I like by them. Battle Stations by Winger versus What the Hell Have I by Alice in Chains. I love Battle Stations. That's the only song by Winger I really like. But again, I gotta go with Last Action Hero. God Gave Rock and Roll to You by Kiss versus Angry Again by Megadeth. Oh man, by the early 90s, Kiss was really, I mean, that was their ultimate comeback, even though the whole hair band thing was kind of dying out for the moment, seemingly. You know, because they were making way for grunge. I mean, but Kiss, they still continued on. I mean, they came up with Kiss Conventions, the Kiss tribute CD called Kiss My Ass. And they did Kiss Unplugged, MTV Unplugged, where they reunited with former members Ace Frehley and Peter Criss, and which would help them embark on their biggest selling tour to date in their whole career, the 1996-97 Alive Worldwide Reunion Tour. And I love God Gave Rock and Roll to You, and I love Angry Again by Megadeth. But you know what? I'm going to go with both of them. You know, I love them both. All right, and now, Drinking Again by Neverland versus Real World by Queensryche. I loved this CD, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. I loved it when it came out. I wasn't a big fan of the song Drinking Again. I had never heard of Neverland, and I never heard anything else of them since. If anybody knows about this band Neverland, could you tell me a little bit about them in the comments section if you know about them? But for right now, even though I'm not a big fan of Queensryche either, I'm going to go ahead and give Last Action Hero a point for that. Dream of a New Day by Richie Kotzen versus Two Steps Behind by Def Leppard. You know what? I love both these songs, so both albums get a point. So far, it's Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey with 2 points, Last Action Hero with 5 points. The Reaper by Steve Vai versus Poison My Eyes by Anthrax. You know, Steve Vai is really an awesome guitar player. I mean, he could probably match Eddie Van Halen. I mean, after all, David Lee Roth did hire him as his solo band guitarist, when he left Van Halen. And he also was in the movie Crossroads with Ralph Macchio. And Two Steps Behind by Def Leppard, it's a very inspirational song. And because because I love... Oh, wait. No. Oh, wait, hold on. I went... sorry about that. Dream of a New Day by Richie Kotzen versus Two Steps Behind. I got ahead of myself, folks. I do apologize for that. So I got to disqualify the point for Bill and Ted. But I'm sure you know what's to come next. Def Leppard takes that point. So it's 5 for Last Action Hero and 1 for Bill and Ted. Now, The Reaper by Steve Vai versus Poison My Eyes by Anthrax. As I was saying about Steve Vai, he's really good. He's really awesome. I mean, he's up there, in my opinion, with Eddie Van Halen. He's no Eddie Van Halen, but, he is up there. And I know there's a lot of you Steve Vai fans out there, and you know what? I'm not going to say anything bad about him. So I'm going to give both these songs each a point, because, I'm a big Anthrax fan. So I've got to go with them both. Now, The Perfect Crime by Faith No More versus Dream On by Aerosmith. Dream On by Aerosmith, for 50 years, I mean, I think it's number 2 in the pioneer of the power ballad, right there next to Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin. But this was actually taken from the MTV 10th anniversary concert when they performed, and they had Michael Kamen with the orchestra backing them and Steven Tyler playing the piano while being levitated in the air. I mean, it was a cool shot. You know, look up that concert footage sometime if you get the chance on YouTube. But I have to go with The Perfect Crime by Faith No More. Let's see. Go to Hell by Megadeth versus A Little Bitter by Alice in Chains. Go to Hell by Megadeth. Junior's Gone Wild by King's X versus Swim by Fishbone. Yeah, King's X scored the point for that one. And yet that is another band. Whatever happened to them? They were a really great unit right there. I mean, again, in the comments section, if you know anything about them, tell me what's been going on with them if you know anything about what's happened. Okay, let's see. Up next, Showdown by Love on Ice versus Last Action Hero by Tesla. Yeah, I'm going to go with Last Action Hero by Tesla. And now, finally, The Reaper Rap by Steve Vai versus Jack and the Ripper by Michael Kamen and Buckethead. You know, I do like it sometimes when these movie soundtracks, they put a portion of the score into the soundtrack album with all the songs. And, you know, again, heck it, you know what? The Reaper Rap is just clips of the movie in the song The Reaper. And you know what? I'm going to give them both a point. So, the results are in. We got Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey soundtrack with 7, Last Action Hero with 8. So, Last Action Hero winner. There you have it right there. Last Action Hero soundtrack is the winner to this. I mean, you know, I'm really enjoying doing these versus album videos. I mean, I'm coming up with more stuff to do all the time. Now, I want to get with you on what's going on as far as the calendar. As you can see, we have just gotten into the month of July, and, well, my birthday is right there next Monday. And I'm marking off all the days until we finally get to the mystery ride. So, I hope you're all ready for what this mystery ride might be. I know what it's going to be. You don't. But, you know, I'm real excited about it. I can't wait. You know, it's going to be a good time. At any rate, I got to go ahead and take care of some things right now. And remember, be good to yourself. Be good to those you love. Keep it real. Keep it fresh. Keep it chill. You know, listen to some old school hip hop, old school metal, old school punk rock, old school rock and roll. Play some Atari. Play some Nintendo. Watch some killer old school 70s, 80s, and 90s movies. And, you know, all the good stuff. Get you enough. Get you enough of anything. Get you enough of love. Get you enough of, you know, get you enough of pizza. Get you enough of less drama. Get you enough of no drama. Get you enough of anything and everything you desire in life. This is your old pal, Russell J.S., wanting to wish you all Godspeed. May the force be with you always.